Previously on Wheels Off-Grid Container House.
I want to give guys the experience of being right next to the majestic Sleeping Warrior, and also you're next to Soisambu Ranch. I bought this land in 2016 after my mom passed, and I needed something to represent something I loved because I loved her. Like, I adored her. And I needed something to more or less just represent that love, and I could put my love into that.
I know this is a wraparound deck that leads to the second house.
Yes,
Please take me to the second house.
Come along. So now welcome to the upstairs.
Let me not act shocked. I've slept here. Okay, tell me about this space.
So this space, hapa ndipo pesa ilishia.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a whole other house, full house, just like downstairs. But pesa ikaishia pale. And then because I'm a creative, we created a whole other space that you'll see later. Yes.
There is a house I have showcased on the same channel. It was also made out of 2 40-feet containers, and no cost was paid. But because he had extra material, he thought he could do a second house. Same thing. When he got to the second house, okay, money was not enough. So you'd clearly see the downside was well done, and the top side was budgetly done.
Yes.
But it still looked really nice.
But mine, that half is not budgetly
It's
done.
not.
Yes.
It's not budgetly
so
done.
we spent that remaining budget there. Then now we'll find another budget now for this side.
Okay.
The idea with this space eventually will be to turn it into a living area that has wraparound views of the lake, so it's Sambu Ranch, the mountain, all around. Yeah. But for now, this is what we have.
Yes. When I slept here, I wondered where the sink is until I came out to realize you have an outdoor sink here.
Yes, but since now we've started like slowly transitioning this space into what I'm talking about, the living area that we're talking about. So we've removed the connection to water. But ideally, this was a place where you come and clean your dishes, rack them up here, as you also get a nice view of the animals. Like right now, you can see the gazelle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
In a few minutes, the zebras will follow, and the buffaloes will also follow.
Oh,
yeah.
You're lucky.
It's quite an experience. And then now, karibu now to where you slept.
House. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. This is now the studio, the loft. Yeah, and it's a whole complete house on its own. Yes. We have a tiny living area.
Yeah.
Nice couch, very comfortable. And then we have a whole picture window where you can get to see now the animals again, the lake. So how we've set it up is during the day, when whatever it is that you choose, you can either watch TV or at night. It's such a treat just watching the lights reflect over the lake, the animals. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Hopefully today I'll enjoy that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Here there was no idea. This was one of those things. It's part of the moment.
Yes.
So I had these were the appliances I had in Nairobi.
Yes.
Yes. Already downstairs we bought the full kitchen.
Yeah.
So I had a surplus of appliances. Where do I take them?
You find somewhere to
Yes.
place them.
So I told the movers, tafutani space huko juu. They came, set it up really nicely. Then I got this idea to set this side to become like a small kitchenette. Yes.
Let me ask, how long did it take you to build
the whole building?
Yes.
I started in 2020 before COVID. Actually, the day lockdown was announced was when we broke ground here. Yes.
And it took you how long?
So from COVID, I mean, we were all stuck in, was it a year? 6 months?
Yes, I think about a year, about 8 months or so.
And I could come in every so often to do construction and stuff. So ideally, it took me 2 years, what would have probably taken 6 months.
Okay.
Because compounded, the amount of time that I was here, probably 6 to 8 months would have just completed this place as it is. Yeah. So the next space we're headed to is the bedroom.
So this is what in Kenya would call a bed sitter.
A bed sitter.
Yeah.
But this is fancy. When I moved from Nairobi, I used to live here.
Ah, okay. Yes. You started off.
I started off here.
Why?
Why? Because I was scared of downstairs. It
was too big for you.
It was too big. And I don't know, it just felt too much. And I was still not in that space to accept this space. Like, I have moved from Nairobi. It just sounded absurd. So before I could organize downstairs, this was the easiest space to organize. So made the bed, had that,
and that was it.
Yes.
Plus you don't like cooking, so that was good enough.
Actually, even then, I was still not cooking.
So that worked really well.
That worked really well for coffee.
When we talked, you mentioned that before you moved here, you used to camp here as you got used to the environment. Tell me about that.
The reason I did that, I did that for a while before even bringing the containers. I'd occasionally come, spend maybe like a day or even camp here overnight just to get a feel of the terrain and also a feel of what it is that I actually want to build, like getting in touch with my surroundings, the environment. And this was also to study how the wind behaves. I'd come randomly, like rainy season, I see it started raining, go. Just understand, like, does it flood? What's it like when the different seasons are there? And it was more or less an attempt to try and connect with the place before I came and started building. And that's now how I came about orienting the house, not along the way the land is. I oriented it a very odd way, but the way it's oriented, it's made in a way, because I'm in a channel where there's strong gusts of wind. So the house creates a wedge where now it just splits the wind. It deflects the wind. So we're not hit directly by the wind or even dust. So it just deflects it. And so there's one chaotic side, one very peaceful side. Yeah. The next space we're looking at is the bathroom.
Again, I don't want to act surprised because I showered here, but this is a really beautiful bathroom you did.
Thank you.
Tell me, what was the story here? Because I see you have some storage there.
Yes.
I also noticed you do not have what we would call a closet. What you have is that?
Yes. So, how this space came about, I wanted a self-contained room, this being that room, and then the dimensions are 20 by 16.
Ah, okay.
20 by 16.
Yeah.
So I also didn't want a crammed space, a crammed bathroom, but I needed to make room for that bathroom. And because of OCD, it had to run along the line where the containers
where they
divide,
join.
Where they join. So we just divided it proportionate to the container. So we have nice wash basin here, wash basin area. There's a nice
Shower.
and then the drawers here.
So now, this roof, were you trying to imitate an A-frame house, or was this dictated by how you wanted the house to look like from exterior?
This was dictated by the wind.
Okay.
Yes. So again, if I created a block, would have a lot of is it shake or resistance? So how, like I previously said, it deflects the wind, cuts right through, and also now deflects it upwards.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a bit of physics here and there. Hata kan sikuchukua physics as a class.
I can't believe that, because you've had a lot of consideration. Would you say you researched a lot when you designed this house?
I visualize very technically.
Okay.
And it comes from also photography, where I see the image and the environment before I execute. Yes. So it really helped me also just build this house. I'd explain to a fundi, this is what I want. Trust me, it will work. But
just do what I tell you.
Fundis being fundis, they won't do, because I mean they've been taught things are done this way.
Yes. So they're very rigid with that
very
mentality.
Rigid, yes. So a lot of what I did here, I got a friend who worked with my dream, and he's the one we built this place with. He never really questioned a lot of my decisions. So I'd tell him, this is what I want. Make sense. Yes. Make it make sense. Like, I want the house to float. How will it float? Make it float. Yes. And he did that. I wanted these spaces, and he did exactly that.
Will's place is just as beautiful at night as it is during the day. The landscape around this house makes this space quite magical, and the fact that he does not have any neighbors makes it a really special gem. He has mastered the art of off-gridding by investing heavily on his solar system. He also survives majorly on harvested rainwater that in most cases would serve him from one season to another. And if he needs to buy water, he can buy maybe 2 or 3 times before the next raining season. For his waste management system, he has a septic tank that he services every once in a while, not drain it, servicing it. There is a product he adds to his septic to make it work more or less like a biodigester. He uses Starlink for his internet, and that makes it very comfortable. That, to be honest, I don't think there is anything Will lacks in this space. He has everything he might ever want, and this is the most practical example of off-gridding I have seen in Kenya. And now, because I've not done a full house tour of both houses, you want to still stick around and watch this video to the end. I'm spending the night in the top cabin, what they call the loft, and so far it has been really comfortable. I've been able to watch TV, have my dinner from this place. It's not cold, it's quite warm, by the way, surprisingly. Yes, you'll feel the wind outside, but that does not affect anything inside. And it's amazing how effective solar is, because you're fully powered by solar. I've been able to warm my food with a microwave. I've been able to watch TV very effortlessly, and this just goes to show how efficient, when you have the right systems, sustainability can be. And yeah, basically, so I'm going to bed. I intend to have a very early morning tomorrow to go see if I can try hiking. I haven't carried my hiking gear, but I will try. Then definitely I'll let you know how that goes. But for now, good night. I keep asking the same question to these homeowners. Why they chose not to work with professionals, or if their build included any professionals. And most of them will tell you that they chose not to work with professionals, not because they did not consider them. They actually approached them when they were thinking of building these homes. But somehow, either they started off and ended up not finishing the projects with these professionals, or chose not to work with them altogether. And it makes me wonder, is it that the Kenyan architects and interior designers are not keen on offering their services, especially for people who choose to live tiny or who choose to build with alternative building methods? It makes me wonder, does it mean that tiny spaces is only left for the owners to figure things out without any professional getting involved? Architecture is not just about building homes, it's an expression of the owner's values. Interior design is not just about aesthetics. It's about functionality and how these spaces make the owners feel. We are more or less like storytellers. What we do is tell stories, but not our own. We tell our clients stories, but instead of words, we use materials, we use drawings, we use fabrics to create spaces that will express them, spaces that will feel like home. Our work is not just to build houses, but to convert them into homes. So I'm putting it out there. If you're an architect or an interior designer practicing in Kenya, what do you think we are not doing right? I'm a fellow interior designer. I'm also asking the same question. That's why I'm asking these owners why they chose not to work with us. What do you think we are not doing right?